Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Episode Let's Play Mass Effect. Wir wollten nochmal mit Tali sprechen, mal gucken, was dabei rumkommt.
Hey Shepard, you need something?
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Interessant.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Ist eigentlich ziemlich cool, muss man sagen.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Das war interessant. Auf jeden Fall, wir haben noch die Quarians offen.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I should go.
See you later.
Yay, Level Up. Das war extremst interessant, muss ich sagen. Also, das klingt doch scheiße geil. Das nehmen wir mit. Das klang gerade wirklich cool. Also die Background-Story von diesen Quarians ist wirklich super. Ist wirklich, wie gesagt, ich finde es extremst geil, dass hier so viel Background-Story wirklich drin steckt und die Entwickler sich wirklich so viel Gedanken gemacht haben über ja, das komplette Universum eigentlich, ne? Ich meine, klar, hier sind noch ein paar Lücken letztendlich, weil halt eben nicht alle Planeten und ja, Sterne begehbar sind, ne? Aber es ist schon auf jeden Fall sehr, 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 sehr dichte Atmosphäre, sehr, sehr dichtes Universum. Die Rassen, die zumindest drin sind, haben auf jeden Fall eine ja, größere Story auch hinter sich. Von daher, ja, gefällt mir auf jeden Fall sehr gut. Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal ist mal gut. Und dann gehen wir mal nach Pharos. Theseus. Okay. Gucken wir mal. Vielleicht kriegen wir jetzt nochmal eine Meldung rein oder so. Ich weiß es nicht. Pharos, da müssten wir eigentlich hin. Ich will aber erstmal hier natürlich den anderen Planeten mir anschauen. Hier kann ich nichts machen. Sharing. Ja, Sharing Garn, ne? Haben wir hier noch einen Garn irgendwo drin? Was bist du? Corner. Kann man auch nochmal surveyen. Und ganz außen haben wir noch Logan! Ah, Wolverine! Ja, wunderbar. Da haben wir Wolverine mit drin, ne? Sehr schön. Gut, dann müssen wir jetzt auf Pharos, glaube ich, landen. Sieht cool aus. Bin mal gespannt. Also mein größtes Problem mit den normalen Planeten, wo ich eben mit dem Panzer drauf lande, ist halt, die sind so leer. Also es fühlt sich halt irgendwie nicht organisch an. Lebt. Ja, es ist halt nichts los. Nicht gar nichts. Das finde ich ein bisschen schade. Aber ja, es lädt für mich halt nichts ein, da irgendwas zu erkunden. Weil halt alles irgendwo gleich aussieht. Und letztendlich halt nicht viel los ist. Aber... Oh, da kann ich noch was... Hui, Codex-Eintrag. Miep, 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 miep. Mit Joker habe ich noch gar nicht gesprochen. Warum spreche ich nicht mal mit Joker? Mal gucken, was der so zu sagen hat. Ja, wenn er schon Joker heißt, kann man auch mit ihm reden.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Obwohl, warte mal, ich kann noch mit ihm
Something you
hier...
need?
I'd like
Mal
to know my
sprechen.
crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Ja, auch interessant, dass der gute Joker anscheinend irgendwelche Problems hat, ne? Aber gut, ne, da wollen wir ihn mal nicht.
Interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Okay, aber schön. Schön sowas zu sehen. Auch interessant. David Talakani. Wer bist du?
We saw your ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They are making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Look out!
Zum Fick, ey. Hab ich den nur angeschossen? Ist der tot? Nee, ist er nicht. Jetzt aber. Okay. Achievement, cool. Haha, mit sowas rechnen die halt nie, ne? Sowas rechnen die nie. Sniper, der weiß, was er tut. Haha, in die Schulter, du Schlampe. Oh, das war voll daneben. Naja, ist jetzt auch egal. Sind sie alle tot? Achso. Ich kann ja noch hier skillen. Throw sollte ich skillen, wurde mir gesagt. Und er hat seinen Assault Rifle, er hat seinen Tactical Armor, Assault Training, Decryption brauchen wir ihn nicht, First Aid können wir eigentlich nochmal. Turian Agent ist auch voll. Ich glaube Assault Training, ne? Machen wir mal hier hoch. Kriegt er auf jeden Fall mehr Schaden. Da komme ich her. Hier ist nichts, dann muss ich wohl hier runter. Tafuk? Ach, die Viecher. Bitte? Nice. Okay, jetzt muss ich mal schauen. Wow! Tafuk? Inventory, ich habe was gedroppt bekommen. Sind die unsichtbar? Ich glaube schon. Ich glaube, ich kann die nicht so einfach sehen. Anscheinend sind keine mehr da. Bin ich denn hier überhaupt? Das Feidan. Okay, ich kann einfach meine Waffe, glaube ich, jetzt langsam wegstecken. Sieht nämlich nicht so aus, als würde hier noch irgendwas Gefährliches passieren gleich. Also sprechen wir mal mit dem guten Feidan. Wer auch immer das ist. Okay.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Ja, der hat's gefressen. Ha. Wow. Outsnipert man. Ha. Overheated. Naja. Was soll's? Es war ein hitziges Argument. Wow. Oh Mann, dieses Überhitzen nervt. Da kommt aber noch einer um die Ecke. Jetzt nicht mehr. Hier oben sind noch welche. Wow. Wow, da oben ist... Tafuk? Ne. Ich sollte vielleicht mal heilen. Und meinen Shield boosten. Okay, den habe ich. Sabotage. Ist er tot? Ja. Okay. So, da oben ist noch einer. Nice. Da hinten ist noch einer. Level up! Schon wieder! Oh, was ist das? Ha?
Now we can update Fidan and get a vehicle safely out of the Normandy. The Geth base is our next objective.
Okay, das ist schön, aber erstmal wollen wir leveln. 2 Punkte wieder. Ich meine mal Sniper Rifle voll. Spectre Training. Da könnte man die voll hochhauen. Store Discount. Ha. Können wir Charm hochskillen. Oder Erste Hilfe oder Decryption. Ich glaube Decryption erstmal 1 noch. Sie, wie gesagt, Throw, bis wir Lift freischalten. Jetzt kommen wir wieder aufs Problem mit dem Garrus. Aber der kriegt einfach Soul Training weiter, bis es voll ist. Machen wir einfach mal so. Dann speichern wir, das ist nämlich ganz wichtig. Denn unsere Folge ist jetzt wieder vorbei. Und ich habe diesmal gelernt zu speichern am Ende der Episode. Das ist gut. Und dann sehen wir uns in der nächsten wieder. Macht's gut. Bis dann. Tschüss.